Are you thinking about moving to Menifee? Well, hold on, before you do, let's discuss what you can expect living in Menifee, California. Hey, Jose here, your SoCal Realtor. If you are thinking about buying or selling a home, don't hesitate to reach out. My team and I, we are here and ready to help you with your real estate needs. So, okay, Menifee, California, it has become a very popular destination for quite a few people. If we were to go back to the year 2000, there were only about 14,000 people living here in Menifee. 10 years later, though, it jumped to just over 77,000 people. And currently, Menifee has just over 113,000 people living here. That is a lot of growth in just a quick 20-year span. So yeah, Menifee has definitely done a lot of growth. There's a lot of people that have been coming here calling Menifee home.
No, you make a good point.
Of course, those that are looking to move to Menifee that have children, well, one of the first questions is, what are the schools like here? I'm not going to stand here and lie and say Menifee has the best school, because look, if you look hard enough, you will find other cities here in the Inland Empire that do have better rankings, but they are way far from being at the bottom of the pack. According to niche.com, the overall score for the schools here in Menifee received a grade of a B. So again, while they may not be at the top, they're definitely not bad either. However, if you would like to look at any scores for any individual schools here in Menifee, I do have a link for you down below for greatschools.org where you can look that up. Now, of course, with all that growth, you'd assume there's got to be something to do here in Menifee, right? Oh yeah, quite a bit actually. First of all, you have Mott Historical Museum up in the northern end of the city, and well, for me personally, I really think this place is pretty neat, especially if you're a car person, but even if you're not a car person, just the history here. It definitely is a place that's worth checking out, at least once. Now, there's also the Lazy Creek Recreation Center right near the heart of Menifee. This is a great place for kids from ages 2 and up, with tons of activities and games and art. I mean, there is a lot here for the kids to do and enjoy here. And in fact, they even advertise that they have a parents' night out where you're able to drop off your children with their certified staff. And honestly, again, with everything that they have to do there, I don't think the kids are going to complain too much. But it gives you the opportunity to have a date night. If you do want more information on them, though, I do have a link for their website down below for you also. Another one here in Menifee is the Salt Creek Trail. It's about an 8-mile stretch of a paved pathway that goes across the city. Great to be able to get out. In fact, really popular for getting out and walks and riding the bike and maybe even just getting the dog out for a walk. And while there's a few really nice parks here in Menifee, there's a couple of them that I really do want to bring up. First, I want to bring up La Ladera Park, which is down toward the southwest side of Menifee. Really nice park. Nice playground for the kids, baseball fields, basketball courts, tennis courts, as well as a nice walkway that goes around the park. The other is Heritage Lake Sports Park. Another really nice park here in Menifee with most of the same things, wonderful playground for the kids, basketball courts, tennis courts, a nice walking path that goes around the park, as well as 5 soccer fields that are here. Just both are really nice parks, and in my personal opinion, and you might disagree if that's true, go ahead and let me know in the comments below, but in my personal opinion, probably 2 of Menifee's nicest parks. Do me a favor if you would though, if there's something to do here in Menifee that you're thinking, Jose, how come you didn't bring up whatever it is? But if there's something to do here in Menifee that you think should have been brought up, do me a favor, let us know in the comments below. Now, Menifee doesn't have a shopping mall.
This isn't gonna work.
Trust me, there is plenty of shopping here available, most of which you're gonna find right off the 215 freeway and Newport Road. But here you have the Menifee Countryside Marketplace. There's also the Menifee Town Center here, as well as the Menifee Lakes Plaza. Tons of stores, quite a few restaurants. It really is a pretty busy spot here in Menifee. Of course, the million-dollar question for anyone that's looking to Menifee, and that is, where in Menifee should I look?
That's why we're here.
Don't get me wrong, I mean, there's quite a few really nice areas here in Menifee, but based on online reviews, here are the top 4 most popular neighborhoods here in Menifee. At number 4 is Menifee Lakes, which actually sits right next door to the shopping we were just talking about. But the homes here, they do tend to be a little bit newer. In fact, most of them built in just the last 15 years. There are some that are a little bit older. In fact, I believe you can find some that are built back in the 90s. They are pretty good sized homes here. I mean, they range anywhere from 1,700 square feet to as big as 2,500 square feet. And the lots here, they're pretty good size too. I mean, most are ranging anywhere from 6,000 to 7,000 square feet. The prices for the homes here, they do tend to average it, and this is, at least as of the recording of this video anyway, but they do tend to average kind of in that mid to upper part of the 600,000. Of course, that doesn't mean that you absolutely are not gonna find some that are still under that 600,000 mark. Oh, real quick, I do want to mention this is in an HOA here, so if you like all the perks that come with an HOA, you're gonna love it here. If you don't like HOAs, this one might not be for you. At number 3 is Heritage Lake, which sits up toward the northern end of Menifee. This actually is where the Heritage Lake Sports Park we were talking about earlier is located. The homes here do tend to be a little bit newer. In fact, most of them were built after 2010. As for the size of the homes here, they're definitely pretty good size. They average between 2,000 and 3,000 square feet in size. So yeah, they're pretty good sized homes here. The lots, they average, I'm gonna say between 6,000 and 7,000 square feet. And as for the prices, very similar to Menifee Lakes, they average kind of in that mid 600,000 range. Keep in mind though that Heritage Park is also an HOA. At number 2 is Sun City, which you'll find on the far west side of Menifee. Sun City though is a real popular retirement community here in Menifee with a real large mix of single family homes to as well as quite a few manufactured homes. As for the age of the homes here, that's actually a pretty good mix too, but I would say probably the bulk or majority of the homes that are here, you're gonna find that majority are built more like in the 70s and 80s. As for the sizes, they are definitely a little bit smaller than the first two on this list. I mean, it is a retirement community, but most of the homes here, they do tend to average between, I'm gonna say like 1,100 square feet to probably just a little under 2,000 square feet. The lots though, considering the size of the home, the lots are actually pretty good size. They average up, I'm gonna say between 6,000 and 7,000 square feet also. And again, with this being a retirement community, it probably doesn't come as too much of a surprise that the home prices here, they do tend to be a little bit lower. Most of the homes here, and again, this is as of the recording of this video anyway, but most of the homes here, they do tend to range kind of in that $400,000 to $500,000 range. And at number 1, you have the popular Audi Murphy Ranch, which is on the lower south side of Menifee. This has become a very popular and very in-demand neighborhood here in Menifee, as well as one of the newer neighborhoods here in Menifee. Although the first two neighborhoods we covered here, they're not exactly on the old side either though. But this definitely is one of the newer neighborhoods here in Menifee. Most of the homes here are built, I'm gonna say from like around 2015 up until just earlier this year. As for the size of the homes, they are good sized homes. I don't think you're gonna find anything here that's smaller than 2,000 square feet. In fact, many of them here are over 3,000 square feet. The lots, however, they average right around, I'm gonna say 7,000 square feet. So while they're not small, but they're not overly large either. As for the prices for the homes here in Audi Murphy Ranch, I'll be honest, they are a little bit on the higher side. The homes here, they are very nice, but they're not cheap either. The average home price here, you're probably looking at somewhere in that mid $700,000 range, but trust me, they go up from there. I mean, you can find them up in $1 million, but again, these are some very nice homes, no question about it, but there's also a lot of activities available for you here too, such as the Audi Murphy Ranch skate park, to the ranch house at Audi Murphy Ranch, to the Audi Murphy Sports Park. Yeah, there really is quite a bit available for you here in Audi Murphy Ranch. It is an HOA though, which obviously is why you have all these amenities available. But again, it's a really, really nice neighborhood here. In fact, honestly, as I said earlier, most of the neighborhoods here in Menifee really are very nice. In fact, there's neighborhoods that I didn't even bring up in this video that are very nice, but have lower purchase prices than we talked about here. Of course, though, if you do have any questions, or maybe you are thinking about buying or selling a home anywhere in the Inland Empire, my contact information is below. Feel free to reach out. Otherwise, until then, catch you on the next one.